All right, guys, right now we are going to talk about pips and points. Now, if Forex trading, this is how they refer to movement, right? So when I traded stocks, if I bought at $3, I sold at 350. Obviously, people are like, how much of a move did you capture? I captured 50 cents, 50 points, right? That's how it works. It's 50 cents. But with Forex trading, it's not like that, right? Because of the decimal place. So with Forex trading, it's called a pip. What is a pip? It's simple. It's price interest point. That is the Forex definition of how big of a range, how big of a move did you get. It's pip. So you guys will hear that a lot on social media, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, Facebook, other Forex traders. Oh, I caught 50 pips this day, and there's especially other guys out there that'll be like, oh yeah, come, I do 5,000 pips a month, guaranteed. Nobody knows how many pips they're gonna do a month. You can have a goal and a target, which what you're aiming for, but pips is the movement, right? I went from point A to point B. How many pips is that? So pips and points, currencies are quoted in pairs and mostly in four decimal places. So in this case, 0.0001, that's considered one pip. Now, the JPY pairs are quoted in two decimal places. So one pip is zero point zero 0.01. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see and understand that here. So again, JPY pairs are quoted in two decimal places, zero point zero 0.01. That's one pip. And all other four decimal places are one pip, 0.001. Okay, so in this case here, we have EUR US dollar, right? Remember, guys, the left is the base currency, the right is a quarter currency. So EUR US dollar is 1.8865. US dollar JPY is 108.72. So that is your pip, right? That's your pip, and then this is your pip. Because remember, right? Four decimal, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is two decimal places, 1, 2. So the last one is going to be your pip. The 5 is your pip, the 2 is your pip. So now pips and points continue, price quotation. So again, we got the 4-digit quoting system, guys. 4-digit quoting system, 4-digit quoting system. Here we have EUR USD, EUR USD. So example, let's say we buy, right? We buy, looking for it to continue up on the chart, which would be not bearish, it would be bullish. Remember the bull, guys, the bull. It's an uptrend chart. So we bought it at 1.8862 and we closed out our trade. We sold it. So we sold the trade, closed out at 1.8869. In this case, it went from 62 to 69. We only made 7 pips, also known as 7 points. Not the craziest move. Obviously, we're looking for more pips, more points than that. So my struggle, my weakness with Forex trading is that I'd be like, I come from trading stocks that were going from 1.88, right, to, fucking 2.89. So you buy 1,000 shares and moves $1. I mean, you can do the math. It's, or it goes from 1.88 to maybe 5.79. So when I first got into Forex trading, it wasn't doing that. It was just like, holy shit, like it'll take forever for it to go from 1.8862 to 2.8862. It doesn't work that way. It works in decimal places, points, pips. So in this case, like I said, in this case, this trade, you would have only got 7 pips, 7 points. Now let's look at the 2-digit quoting system, and that is US dollar JPY. And in this case here, we bought it at 108.72, and then we closed out the trade. We sold it at 108.79. Same thing, 0.07. We only got 7 pips, also known as 7 points. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. I know it can be a little bit confusing. It's a little bit easier to understand with this because of only the two decimal place, right? Because it's like, oh, it's kind of like, I bought a stock at like 108.53 and it went to 108.96. Like, you can kind of figure out like the pips and the points with something like that. But when you're doing the 4-digit quoting system, it could be a little bit confusing. So types of Forex traders for pips. Now, you have to figure out what kind of type of Forex trader you want to be. There's actually four different types of Forex traders out there. You have day traders, which, basically are looking to get 30 pips to 100 pips per trade. This is very similar to me. I focus on the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, the 1 hour chart, and the 4 hour chart. Those are the time frames that um, day traders really focus on. Again, I'm looking for 30 to 100 pips per trade. I would say I want more. If I get less, then it's part of the game. That means I hit my stop loss. But obviously, I've really come to realize that a lot of my trades are based off 30 to 100 pips. And I'm really happy with that because that basically means I'm getting like 500 pips a week, which is like kind of like 2,000 pips a month, which is pretty good actually. Next is going to be swing traders. So swing traders are typically aiming for like 100 to 500 pips per trade. These guys are really focusing on like a 1 hour to 4 hour chart. Um, I don't really watch a 1 hour, 4 hour chart. Granted, yeah, there's times I'll be in a trade for 1 to 4 hours, but I'm not watching a 1 to 4 hour chart. These guys are really like setting their stop loss and their take profit way the fuck out there in left field. That's just not my style of trading. I respect those that do it though. And then you have position traders, man. These guys are fucking rock stars. These guys are going for 500 to 1,000 pips per trade, but they're more like the investors of like the forex market. So they're just like guys that buy Tesla stock and they hold it way out there. They're still holding it like $500 a share. That's kind of like how forex traders are. These guys are buying they're getting these positions and they're holding for 500, 1,000 pips. They're looking at more at like a weekly chart, guys, a weekly chart and a daily chart. And if we go look at something like, we go look at something like, we'll just say, we'll just say EUR. We'll go back to EUR USD here. We'll go back to EUR USD. 1 second, bear with me. We'll look at this. We'll look at this on the bigger time frame. We'll look at this on a 1 day chart. Reset this. So you know, these guys are actually holding, right? They took a sell position. They're holding it all the way up here. They're going for massive, massive, massive moves. They're still holding this one, still slowly dropping down their stop loss, and they're still in this trade, and they're still going to continue to try and ride her down. So those guys, like I said, they did typically hold for longer periods of time. And last but not least, this just kind of blows my mind, but there's actually a lot of people out there that do this. There's scalpers. There's guys out there that will focus on 5 to 15 pips per trade, and they're really focusing on a 1 minute and 5 minute chart. Now, granted, I come from trading penny stocks, the stock market, where yeah, I'd watch a 1 to 5 minute chart, preferably 1 minute chart, and I'd only hold my trades for 3-4 minutes at a time. But there's no way I could do this with forex trading. I feel like it kind of just defeats the purpose. It's not for me. It's not my style. And some of these guys I see that do this shit, man, I swear to God, I'm not even kidding, guys. These motherfuckers take like 500 lots. It is insane. They'll be like, "Yo, look at me! I just made $30,000 today in like 3 minutes." You took 500 lots. It blows my mind. Here I am scared taking more than 50 lots, on some of these forex pairs, and these guys are taking 500 lots. It's insane. I don't advise this at all, but people are going to do what they want to do. Again, position traders, it's not really for me. This is where I'm basically at day trading, 30 to 100 pips per trade. I'm happy with this. Like I said, I'm focusing the 5 minute chart, 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. I'm kind of like a hybrid between these two, but primarily focus more on day trading. So yeah, next is going to be the 5-digit quotations. This is very important for me to make note of this and mention to you guys because this is something that you'll see on the charts. So what is the 5-digit quotations? New brokers obviously have this and are supplying quotations in 5 digits. So in this case, instead of having the 4-digit 1, 2, 3, 4, we have a fifth one. The fifth one is always going to be a lot smaller. So in this case, we have 1.88693. But don't get this confused. Don't be like, oh, well, 3 is a pip. 3 is not the pip. 9 is still the pip, right? So we have here the 3 followed by the 1. So in this case, that's called a pipette, right? So the pipette. So the spread, right? Remember we talked about the spread. You have the ask, the bid. In this case, we have 1.88693 by 1.88642, right? So look at the 9, look at the 4. and then watch, right? In this case, we have it's actually 0.51. So if you subtract, right? If you subtract 93.42, that's going to give you 51, right? 0.00051. It's actually 51 points. So, but that's not 51 pips. It's 5 it's 5 pips. It's 5 point. It's 51 points but 5 pips. It's 51 pipettes, right? Because again, this is the difference, right? 0.8869, it was at 1.8864. It went from 0.8864 to 0.8869. It's 5 pips. So just important for me to make mention of that to you guys. In case you ever wonder, for in this case, you look at the chart right here, you'll see it's point. Let me kind of zoom in here, reset chart. I'll go back to the 15 minute. You'll see right here it's 1.3688. So you can see how it's the 5 right there, 5 decimals, but it's really the fourth for the pip. So hopefully that helps and educates you guys talking about the pips, the points, and the 5-digit quotations. If you guys have any questions, please let me know as always.